Alright, welcome back for part 2. We are skipping ahead to page 749. And we're going to start at the very top with question number 2. Alright, so thinking back to what we did on the first part, a lot of this lesson is about fractions and area. And the next part is going to be primarily about fractions for numbers 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so draw the lines to divide the shape into equal parts to show the fraction given. So I'll model number 2. Stop it. I'm not a model, guys. I'm just a teacher trying to make a screencaster. Stop it. I'm blushing. No, I'm going to model it by, I'm going to show you how to stop it. I'm not a model. All right, let me show you how to do the first one. So number 2, 1/6. So to make this into 1/6, there's a couple different ways that you can do it. The way that I always draw a hexagon straight down, and then I go diagonal and diagonal, so that each part is the same exact size, and they are all 1 out of the 6. Because remember, that's what it stands for. The numerator stands for how many parts. Denominator stands for how many total parts. So 1 out of 6. Alright, so divide the rhombus into 1/2 and divide the rectangle into 1/8. Press pause and work on those. Alright, 1/2, you can do it a couple different ways. Like I said, there's more than one way. Go diagonal and the 2 triangles like that. You could do the other diagonal into that. If you were really good, I'm not, I'll probably mess this up. You could make a diagonal line coming down of that nature. We'll divide it into 2 equal parts. You can also come straight across to 2 equal parts. So lots of different possibilities. For the same thing with the rectangle. Rectangle, you could go with all of them being vertical lines. There's 1/2, 1/4, and then do it again and turn them into 8ths. That's one way. You could also, I'm not going to show all these guys. You'll be here forever for the entire 15 minutes watching me work. You also could have went horizontally, 8 lines. You could have went 1/4 coming down. Some of you might have, and then went across to do into 8ths. All right, lots of different ways. All right, maybe you chose a different way. Doesn't make me any difference as long as it's 8 equal parts. The parts must be equal, or else it's not a fraction. Alright, so this is what we worked on in the first section that we spent a lot of time practicing, so I'm going to give you guys a chance to work on this. It says draw lines to divide the shape into parts with equal area. Write the area of each part as a unit fraction. So this square right here, I want to see 8 equal parts. This rectangle here, make it into 6 equal parts. This polygon here, make into 4 equal parts. So remember our steps. You need to go back and watch the first video, go for it. I am not going to repeat all of it because it's on the video before. If you need to learn how to do it, go back. Watch me work on question number, the middle part of page 748. Watch how I did that one. Go ahead and press pause and try 5, 6, and 7. Make sure you're actually trying it, not just waiting for me to model it for you. Alright, so in summary, first thing I got to do is I got to figure out the area. Alright, if I want to make 8 equal parts, what is the area? I am going to use the shortcut because you guys all know how to find area quickly. 1, 2, 3. My width is 4. My length is 4. So I know my area is 4 by 4. Woo-wee, baby! That is 16. You got to be 16 years old to drive a 4 by 4. Woo-wee! So my area is 16 units squared. So I want to divide that into 8 equal parts. So I take the 16 and I'm going to divide it into 8 equal parts. Alright, this is where our fact family, whoa, I don't want to do that. This is where our fact families come into effect. So if you know your 16, 8, and blank fact family, 16 divided by 8, I always think of it as multiplication. 8 times what is 16? That's 2. So I know that every 2 of these will be an equal part. So there's lots of ways you can do this. I'm going to go across here. And if you notice, all of these parts are going to have 2 parts to them. 1, 2, 1, 2, and so on and so forth. So if I have 8 equal parts of this, they're all going to be 1/8, and the area of each part is going to be 2 units squared. So every 1/8 is 2 units squared. Really all they're asking for is what is the area of each part. So I didn't have to put the 1/8 in there. You need to figure out that they're all 2 parts. Alright, so on this one, 6 equal parts. I'm going to find the area quickly. My width is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My length is 8. My A equals L times W. 3 times 8. So I know my area is 24. My area is 24. I want to put it into 6 equal parts. 24 divided by 6. So just like I always do, I think about a multiplication problem. 6 times what is the unknown? 6 times what is 24? I think that I found a way to count by 6, 12, 18, 24. So I know 6 times 4 is 24. So there are 4 equal parts. So there are 4 units in each part. So I'm just going to make 4 units. So like I did before, if I come across here, and once again, yours may look different. As long as there are 4 in each part, there's 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 up top, and 4 up top. So what is the area of each part? 4 units squared. Now this one's a little bit trickier because we can't use our formula because it's not a quadrilateral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Our area, our square area, is 12 units squared. 12 units squared. I'm going to divide that into 4 parts. So 12 divided by 4. 4 times what is 12? 4, 8, 12. So 4 times 3 is 12. Each equal part would be 3 units squared. All right. And that might be a little challenging for you, and maybe you had difficulty with that. Don't stress. Don't stress about it. It's okay. As long as you gave your best effort and you tried, that's all we can ask for. That's all we care about. Are you doing your best? As long as you're not just waiting for me to give you all the answers, that's fine, as long as you're trying. All right, let's flip on over. Follow along with me here. I'll go back up here and see what page we're on. It's page 750. Sense or nonsense? All right. So I want you to divide this pattern block into 6 equal parts. We've already done that once. And I want you to divide this trapezoid into 3 equal parts. So go ahead and do that. Alright, so if I divide this into 6 equal parts, yours may look a little bit different than mine, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of how we did it before. Oh, that's not perfect, but you get the point. Alright, which pattern block represents 1/6? Now I know you don't have pattern blocks, but I know you're smart enough to figure out what shape that is. A triangle. I'm not going to write the whole thing. Triangle, I might as well, what the heck. Well, but my handwriting in real life is about the same as that anyway, pretty rough. So, pattern block that is 1/6 of that is a triangle. Divide the trapezoid into 3 parts. This is trickier. All right, I'll show you how to do this. I'm going to put a dot in between this whole line, right in the middle. I'm going to bring it up from here to here. Now, obviously, if you had pattern blocks at home, this would have been a little bit easier. But dividing a trapezoid into 3 parts, 1/3, 1, 2, 3 equal parts, they are also a triangle. So a triangle is your answer to both of those. Both of those. All right, and then this is what Alexis said. All right, not Alexis Becerra. It's spelled differently. Alexis said that the area of 1/3 of the trapezoid is greater than the area of 1/6 of the hexagon because 1/3 is greater than 1/6. Does her statement make sense? All right, so you're using these pictures up here. So in pattern blocks, imagine you had your pattern blocks. So the triangles are the same size. All right, so with our shape, I shouldn't have erased this, but I kind of had to. So when we look up here and we have our triangles here, and we divide this up like so, each one of these, this is 1/6, each triangle is 1/6, and each triangle is 1/3. And Alexis said that the area of the trapezoid is greater than the area of the hexagon because 1/3 is bigger than 1/6. She's saying that this area is bigger because 1/3 is bigger than 1/6. Does her statement make sense? So I want you to think about that, press pause, and write me down an answer. All right, does Alexis's answer make sense? No, it really doesn't. Yes, 1/3 and 1/6 are the same shape. 1/3 would be bigger, but we're talking not the same shape here. All right, this 1/6 is the exact same size as this 1/3 because the pieces that make it up would be the exact same size. If you had your pattern blocks with you at school, we would know that the triangle is the same size. Whether we make a hexagon out of it, or whether we make a trapezoid out of it, the sizes are actually equal. All right, so that's a pretty good question there. I like that. All right, we're gonna skip. Whoa, not that far ahead. Yeah, there we go. Let's go to the homework, and we might not have enough time to go over all these. All right, but I want you to try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on your homework. I'm just going to go over the answers because I have about 2 minutes left here to kind of go over them. So try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in your homework, and then press pause and go ahead and work on those. All right, so I'm just going to go over the answers here. All right, draw lines to divide the shape into equal parts. All right, so if we're going to go thirds here, and once again, yours might be a little bit different than mine. Not a big deal. Thirds, I could go like, as long as they have 2 blocks in them, that's fine. Eighths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then eighths. Once again, they're going to have 2 blocks in them. Half, I'm going to bring mine straight down across. Now you also, straight down vertically, you also could have done yours horizontally. Alright, so draw lines to divide the shape into parts with equal area. Write the area of each part. That's what we did before, so we got to find the area first. So hopefully we have time to work on those. The area here is 4, it looks like 4, 8, 12 in the 3 equal parts. 12 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4 would give us each part would have 3 units each, and it each been 1/4. What is the area of each part? 6 equal parts. Area would be, let's see, 2, 6, 10, 12. 12 divided into 2. 12 divided by 6 would give us an answer of each one would be 2 units squared. So you would divide them all up into units of 2. However you would want to do that. So I did mine very quick. And 3 equal parts would be thirds. There is a total of 9 in the 3 equal parts, so you would add 3 in each one. 3 units squared. Alright, thank you for working so hard. I have 8 seconds left. I will talk to you again tomorrow when we do our unit review. Thank you for all your hard work and have a great day.